Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my makeup inventory, and I'm going to kind of tell you why I took an inventory, tell you my goals for the next year regarding makeup. So if you want to see all of that, just keep watching. What's on my lips? The first thing is the Bite Beauty lipstick Bite Beauty Luminous Cream lipstick. So they don't make this anymore. But we're going to kind of talk about that actually in this video. Anyway, it's the shade Latte. I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell the color. I actually like my whole makeup look, so I wanted to share with you everything I have on. I also used the Tarte Color Wheel. This is last year's edition. I used the shade right here called Icon. It's just a very cool toned, neutral, light blush. And then I used my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I love this palette a ton. So I used the shades, I used Divinity to set everything. And then Almond Truffle in my crease. I mixed Mocha and Malted into my outer V and put Cafe au lait all over my lid. Let's get into this. My reasoning for doing a makeup inventory was there is a cosmetic brand that I love. And I kind of do my best to buy all of their products that come out. Before a couple months ago, I felt like their releases were a little excessive, but not overwhelming. That all changed a few months ago. I felt like they just kind of started like vomiting makeup products. It's also a brand that they really hype their products and do sneak peeks of their products like way in advance. And all the YouTubers get their product and review them. And there are people who don't like things they release, but the majority of people do. And even if they don't, a lot of people on YouTube really hype this brand's products. And I'm on a very tight budget. And I just kind of started thinking about people who are on an even tighter budget than I am and feeling like this brand was taking advantage of their consumers. Not that this brand is totally at fault, because obviously you don't have to go out and buy everything that they release. But for someone like me who really loves makeup and really loves this brand, I kind of felt like I was duped. But because they released so much stuff recently, it kind of turned me off. I still love this brand and I will still support them. I'm not saying I'm not ever going to buy from them again, but because of what they did, it really made me take a step back and look at what I have in my collection. And I've purchased all of my makeup. I have not been sent anything because, besides gifts from friends and family, but nobody knows who I am. I'm a teensy tiny channel. And so companies aren't sending me free product all the time, just like they're not sending the average consumer free product all the time. But the average consumer also watches YouTube. Anyway, so I decided to do a makeup inventory and see what I had, first of all, and think about what is realistic. And realistic for you might be different than what is realistic for me. I really like makeup. I like all of it. So for me, I have something in every category, whereas you might not like contour or highlight, or you might not wear foundation, or like I have a friend who wears mascara, eyeliner, and chapstick. So my ideal makeup inventory would not be her ideal makeup inventory, if that makes sense. So I just kind of want to quickly go through it because I don't want to be here all day. I don't want you to be here all day. But I want to start by saying when I did my inventory, I had 389 products. Nobody needs that much makeup. Nobody. Even me, I feel like where I have a YouTube channel that's what I do. Even I don't need that much makeup. Is it fun? Yes. Do I use it? Most of it. But it's not like, I didn't feel like I was getting the joy that I should have gotten out of my makeup collection as a whole, if that makes sense. I'll list my makeup inventory down below so you can see what I have and what I think is a good amount of stuff to have for me. Okay, eyeshadow palettes. So things like this. This is what I counted as an eyeshadow palette. And I do have like some that are smaller. So this one has 16 shades. I have some that have like 6. I count those as palettes. I have 58 palettes. Palettes! With this many shades. Okay, they don't all have this many shades, but it just kind of blew my mind how many palettes I had because I didn't even realize. I honestly didn't realize how many palettes I had accumulated. And I actually am at a point where I like all of my palettes, but I have a lot that I wouldn't repurchase. I took the ones in my collection that I have that I would actually repurchase, and I think I had like 13 that I would repurchase, which I feel like is good that I have that many that I love enough to repurchase. But still, like 13 is still a lot. Liquid lipsticks, which I don't like. I don't like them. I have 31. How do you have that many when you don't even like them? Nail polish, I have 50. 50. Again, how did I accumulate all of this stuff? It's crazy. Well, I know how I did. Perfume, I have 34. Now, perfume, I have 2 full sizes. I have like a 1 ounce and a 3 ounce. And then I have a lot of mini samples that have come in, like when you do Sephora orders online, you can get perfume samples. You can get perfume samples from Ulta orders online. And I'm also part of the Sephora, what is it called? Play by Sephora subscription. And you get a mini perfume sample every month. I want to tell you my goals. So first of all, for 2018, at least, I'm going to go on a low buy. I would say a no buy, but you can't do a no buy for a whole year because what happens when you run out of eyeliner? What happens when you run out of mascara or an eyeshadow primer? Like, you need to be able to go buy those things. But for my low buy, I can only buy if I have my, like, for example, my eyeshadow primers. I have my ideal collection of eyeshadow primers. I think 2 is good, and that's what I have. So if I run out of one of those primers, then I can go buy one. Everything else, I don't need. I just don't need it. And so for 2018, even if I were miraculously to be able to get rid of 3 palettes, I still wouldn't go out and buy one because that's not something that I need. I have an excess amount of eyeshadow palettes. So that's my first thing. My second thing is I'm really going to focus on project panning. So a lot of my videos for 2018 will focus on that. I'm going to do the pan that palette, which I've already picked the palette. I'm going to do a rolling project 5 pan. So I constantly have things that I'm going through. And then I also want to do seasonal projects. I don't know. I just feel like I have too much. And while I love it and it's still fun for me, I now have not buyer's remorse because I don't regret buying the stuff that I have because I love it. But I'm at a point where I'm realistic and, you know, like I would really like to try the Tartelette Toasted palette. I have warm tone palettes in my collection. On top of that, even if I didn't, I have 58 palettes. So there is no reason for me to go out and buy that. And that makes me sad. Like I really would like to try that, but I feel like realistically I can't. Yeah, those are really my goals for the year is one, to go on a low buy, only purchase those things in the categories where if I lose one, I have less than what I feel like is ideal for me. And then just to do a lot of product panning and try to really work through my makeup collection. I know this video is kind of weird and different for my channel, but I really felt like I needed to get this out there and just kind of explain the direction that my channel is going and explain why it's going that way. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye guys.